Welcome to Manifesting Your Heart's Desires, the space where I get to teach you everything that I know about the law of attraction and how to apply it into your life. I'm Beth McGill, and I'm your host and your spiritual mentor. And with my unique gifts of energy healing and hypnotherapy, I can help you break through any blocks or limiting beliefs that you have. So today I want to talk about manifesting your perfect life partner. Yes. Yes, this episode is for those of you that are single, but you have this intense desire for a life partner. You want to have someone to have fun with and enjoy life. And that's something that you've been wanting to manifest very, very deeply. Like you have this deep sense that there's the right person out there for you. And I want to tell you that, yes, it is possible. Manifesting is manifesting. Now, it's true, it can be a little bit trickier when there's another person involved, but it's still manifesting. And I can't wait to share my tools, my strategies with you today. It's going to be so much fun. You know, I had a conversation with a woman last week, and she was really struggling, and she reached out to me for a phone call, for a conversation, and she did so because she felt that she really had this deep desire for a life partner. She had been divorced for 5 years, and she just felt it was time, and she was becoming so frustrated and even a little bit angry, just feeling like she was struggling with this aspect of her life. And she even told me that everything else was great. Like she owned her own home, she has her own business, life is really wonderful. But when it came to this one specific issue, she was drowning in this feeling of, oh my gosh, everybody has this, but I don't. And she was comparing herself with other people. And it was getting to the point where she was getting bitter and angry. And she didn't even want to go out anymore because she just kept seeing all these happy couples. And why couldn't she have it too? And I explained to her, I said, well, it's really a good thing that you're not manifesting someone right now. Because the truth is, the way the law of attraction works, that if you're bitter, you're angry, then you're going to attract someone that is bitter and angry. So we had a little laugh about that. And once I pointed out to her vibrationally what was happening in her life, she got it. She totally understood what was going on. And she was just getting in this cycle of being focused on the wrong thing, being focused on the lack of not having someone to spend her life with was making her sad. She was allowing herself to make it sad, right? And she would become sad, and then she would focus more on not having a partner, and that would make her sadder. And then she would look at everyone else having a partner. And like I said, she was becoming very, where she was comparing herself, and she really felt like she was struggling. So I'm so happy that she reached out to me for some guidance. So I want to share with you what I shared with her, because I want you too to be able to attract the right person for you in your life, because I know I've done it, and I have something to share about that later, but I know that you can too if this is an area that you need help with. And the strategies really are the same for everything, but we're going to get very focused on what it is that you need for this to have this perfect person in your life, to have the universe orchestrate all of this just for you, because it really can happen in that way. So here are some of my tips for attracting your ideal life partner, your perfect partner for you. And again, these are the same tips that I gave to her. Number one, write down all of the positive attributes that you want your partner to have. Write them down. Don't eliminate that part of it. Do you want them to be happy and joyful and optimistic and patient? Do you want them to be calm, athletic, drama-free? Like, what is it that you want in a partner? And really think about this, because it's not just for the weekend, it's for the rest of your life. Really think about it. Take some soul searching to really think about what would make you happy and bring you joy long term. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, I want you to read that list out loud to yourself and ask yourself this question: do I exhibit all of these characteristics? If I want a joyful partner, am I joyful? If I want a drama-free partner, am I drama-free? And yes, the list goes on. And you have to ask yourself, is this the vibration that I'm putting out in the universe? Am I a calm person? If you want to attract someone that's calm, then you need to be putting that out there into the universe. That's how you have to be in order to attract that which you want. And so really go through that list carefully and, look in the mirror. Do you exhibit those same qualities, those attributes that you want in a partner? So yes, it takes some vulnerability, it takes some honesty on your part, but it's very helpful. And as you're doing so, you may come across some other attributes that you want to add to your list. It's your list. So you can do with that as you will. But again, it's important. Write down the attributes you want in a partner and then ask yourself, hey, look in the mirror. Am I this person that I can attract this person? And number 3, you want to allow yourself to be in a state of joy and appreciation and gratitude, whether you have this person in your life or not. So if you haven't attracted them yet, it's okay. You still need to be in a place of joy and gratitude and appreciation. Well, how do you do that? Especially if you haven't attracted them yet, that's the point. You need to be in this place. You need to, number 1, notice how you are feeling throughout the day. Like really start to be aware of this vibration that you're putting out into the universe. How am I feeling throughout the day? Am I primarily happy? Am I joyful? Like, how am I thinking? And like that woman I was telling you about, she was starting to notice that she was getting angry. She started to notice that, hey, when I'm out in public and I see couples and I see that they're happy and I don't have anyone by my side, she was noticing that there was this feeling and emotion of bitterness and resentment. And thank goodness, so she did something about that. So how are you feeling throughout your day? And then the second step there is to take steps to raise your vibration every day. That's right. It's your vibration. You can elevate it. You can raise your vibration every day. So do what brings you joy. It's all about your joy and raising your vibration. And this is how you do it. Go do things that you enjoy. I love to exercise. I like to be out in nature. So I make sure that I'm doing that as much as I can. Do you like to dance? Do you like to sing? Do you like comedy? Do you like whatever it is? Do you like to play the piano, play the guitar? Whatever it is that you love to do. Do you like to go golfing, play tennis? Whatever it is that really brings up your vibration and makes you sing. Is it cooking? It can be anything. It's whatever it is that you love to do and it excites you. And go do it more and more and more. And make sure you're doing it every day, at least once a day, doing something that really brings you joy. And then write it down. Write down everything at the end of the day. Write down what brought you joy that day. Yeah, don't skip a day. I do it every day. At the end of the day, this is what brought me joy. It brought me joy to have this conversation. It brought me joy to cook this meal. It brought me joy to go for this beautiful walk. Whatever it is that brings you joy. Because then what happens is you're doing that at the end of the day, In the beginning of the day, you're looking forward to everything that's going to bring you joy. So now you start to be in this cycle, a positive cycle of being in joy and appreciation. Don't have that partner yet? Don't focus on not having the partner. Focus on what is bringing you joy every day as you're elevating your vibration so that you can truly attract a person in your life that you desire. You don't want to attract someone in your life that is going to bring you down. You don't want to attract the wrong person. We've all done that. And it's time to attract your perfect life partner. So the next step, so you're writing what brings you joy every day. And then my last tip is that you need to love and accept yourself unconditionally before you can truly love someone else unconditionally. So it all starts right here in your heart center, loving yourself, and not just some of the time, all the time. And these are the tips that I shared with this wonderful woman that reached out to me when she noticed that she was struggling in this area of her life. Because we can't love other people unless we love ourselves. That's where it starts. We have to love ourselves first. So if you're not in that place, it's okay. I'm here to support you and guide you. Now, here are a couple other things that I also strongly recommend in this process is to remember that you get to create your reality. That's right. You get to be or do whatever it is that you want. You get to create your own reality. Now, there are thousands of options, right? There's all these different paths that we can take in our life. You get to choose the one that's right for you. Start to listen to your intuition more and more as you're understanding that I get to choose. I can go to the left. I can go to the right. I can attract this person. I can attract that person. But you get to choose. And also, don't be really hard on yourself if you think, oh, I really messed it up with that person and I think they were my ideal partner. No, it's okay, because just like there's thousands of options in our life, there are thousands of ideal partners. There are. So if you mess it up with one relationship, get over it, go for the next one. Your ideal life partner is out there, the person that's going to bring you happiness and joy for the rest of your life. Yes, that person's there, and you get to create it. You have that power within you. And it's all within you. So my second thing that I want you to remember is no one else's opinions matter. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. It doesn't matter that if you've been divorced maybe for 5 or 10 years and other people are saying, oh my gosh, how come you're not remarried? How come you're not in a relationship? Don't let other people in your environment bring you down. Like, that's what was happening with this woman. Other people, and I'm sure they had very good intentions, were saying, oh dear, it's been 5 years since you've been divorced. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. Why aren't you in a relationship? And you know what I told her to tell these very caring people? I said, just to let them know that God or spirit or universe is putting the final touches on this person. That's all. Just come up with something cute and witty that you can say so that if other people are like applying all this pressure on you to get in a relationship, that you can let that go. Because this strategy is for those of you that want and desire a perfect life partner, not because someone else is putting pressure on you. So their opinions don't matter. Doesn't matter if they're well-intentioned. Don't let them apply pressure to you. This is for you if you want it. Another thing that I suggest that you remember is that it's about becoming positive. But I say become so positive that negative people don't want to hang around you. Those people that are bugging you about being single, because they're probably miserable in their own life and they're trying to bring you down. Like what happens is you actually do become so positive that these other negative people will simply slip away. And then the fourth thing is surrender. Surrender and allow the universe to take over. Because see, it's not your job to know how it's going to happen. It's not your job to know when it's going to happen. There's no timeline, right? So you have to surrender the how, surrender the when, and be joyful. How horrible is that? Like, be happy. It's not your job to know the how and the when. There's nothing that you have to do unless you get a nudge or an intuition to do something. So if you get a nudge, you get an intuition, you think, wow, I should really go over here and do this thing. I should really join this group of people. I should join this hiking club. If you get an intuition, yes, do it, but only take inspired action. You don't have to figure out how to attract this person into your life. Okay? The final piece of advice, the final thing that I want you to remember is to enjoy the journey. This life is a game. It's a game. So have hopeful, joyful expectation, because what we expect happens. So I hope that this was helpful. And if you would like for me to create a guided meditation for you to put you in a state of being hopeful and joyful for the ideal life partner, please let me know in the comments below, and I would be happy to do that for you. I think it would be really fun. So again, you can attract your ideal life partner, but it all starts with you and looking in the mirror. What are you putting out into the universe? And I know it can be a difficult conversation to have with yourself, but it's okay. Take some time, write down those attributes. Ask yourself, is that what I am? Because we know that we have to become the person to attract what we desire. It's not hard. Does it take some work? Yes, it takes some work. But it's the outcome that you desire, you can have. You just have to do a few things. And I'm outlining these things for you because I know that they work. I've desired a partner to have 2 children with in the past. That relationship is no more, but it was fine. It's exactly what it was intended to be. 25 years ago, I also attracted my ideal life partner. And it's interesting because last night I found a box that I needed to go through, that I wanted to go through. And I realized that I had a journal in there that 24 years ago I had written, because we had been together for about a year and I had 2 children, 8 and 10 years old. And he was single, not a dad, had never had any intention on being a father. And so after a year in our relationship, we kind of get to that point where it's like, well, what kind of future do we have? What does that future look like? And we had been going through this conversation and I was journaling about it because I needed to get clear on what I desired. And I journaled about watching Oprah, and I journaled about on this Oprah show how it was recommended that you write down what you desire. So I wrote a letter to my now husband 24 years ago. And I said, this is what I desire in my partner. This is what I desire long-term, the rest of my life with my life partner. And I wrote it all down very specifically, not a huge laundry list or like maybe 8, 9, or 10 things, not pages and pages, but they were specifically what I wanted. I wanted someone caring. I wanted someone that would be around. I wanted someone that I could live my life with in joy. And, I wrote that letter 24 years ago. I had completely forgotten about it. And I found it last night. I put it aside and I read it this morning. And I had even addressed it to him. It had his name on it. The envelope was sealed. I never gave it to him because I understood that what was important was that I wrote it down. This morning, as I read it, I'm going, I manifested all of those things and more that I asked for 24 years ago. So yes, if I can do it, so can you. You can attract, you can manifest your ideal life partner if that is something that you desire. Because for me, I wanted someone to spend my life with. I'm okay being alone and we're very independent, but for me, I wanted someone in my life. So I hope that this has been helpful. Please put comments below. I would love, again, to know if you would like to have a guided meditation to go with this. I'd be more than happy to do that. This channel is for me to be able to teach because I love teaching. I love providing this information. And if you want more, please let me know here and please subscribe. And you can also check out my book, Allow Life to Happen, and receive everything that you desire. It's available on Amazon. And you can also go to my website, thrive-flourish-grow.com, and schedule your own conversation with me where I can mentor you and give you these tips like I gave this woman a week ago. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to support you and I'm here to serve you. So have a great day and I look forward to seeing your comments below. Thanks. Bye-bye.